Let's talk about the water project, an overview, and a look at the ELA part. Ben Franklin once said, "When the well is dry, we will know the worth of water." Water is critical, and in that spirit, students will be able to create a project describing the importance of water. Here's a look at the assignment details. This is a full cluster project, and you will receive 2 grades in all 4 MESH classes. You will get a grade for your subject-specific work, and you will get a grade for your final product. You're going to have work in all 4 MESH classes: science, ELA, math, and social studies. You will receive class time to work on the project. If you have any subject-specific questions, direct them to those particular teachers. For instance, if you have a question about the social studies part, you're going to want to reach out to Mr. Cochran. But maybe you have a question about the science part of the water project, then you should contact Mr. Long. The project itself can be found within the full cluster Google Classroom right on the classwork page. So let's really look at how the project appears and some of the ELA work. The ELA work is going to be you writing a paragraph. How does water impact the lives of people in Sudan? We've read A Long Walk to Water, we've looked at videos and nonfiction articles, so there's so many different things you could say to address that question. Your paragraph is all I am grading for the ELA part of the water project. That's it, just that paragraph. But that means 8 to 10 sentences, 2 pieces of evidence. You're going to use a glossary to brainstorm and find evidence. Let's see how it looks. Here is your project, the entire project. It's in the form of a Google Slides. Here's the cover slide. Slide 2 right here is the table of contents. You see it shows how the project is organized and how it's sorted by subject. So if you go through it really quickly, you see there's some science work here at the beginning. Then there's some slides for math, social studies. Your teachers for those subjects will talk to you about those slides. I'll talk right now about the English slides. The first of the English slides gives an overview of an article that we read a few weeks back called Water in Crisis, Sudan. The second of the English slides talks about the influence water had on the characters in A Long Walk to Water. The last of the English slides, the third one here, this is the only slide I'm grading. That's it. This is the only thing I'm grading, and it's the paragraph that you type in this white box. Notice right here, the due date is posted Friday, February 18th, and the directions on how to complete that box are right here. 2 steps, simple. Go to slide 16 to find resources and get your evidence, and then do your writing, your paragraph in the white box. So let's say I go to slide 16. It's the very last one. It's a glossary of a bunch of links right here, resources to find evidence, many of which we've already looked at in class. So let's say I'm looking at this article, Water in Crisis, Sudan. Maybe I find a piece of evidence that I like. I might copy it, and then I could go back to this last of the English slides. It's slide number 12. I could paste it right here. Maybe I look at 3 or 4 or 5 of the resources from the glossary, get a few good pieces of evidence, and I'm ready to write my paragraph. I then would type it in here, and any leftover notes at the end I don't need anymore, just delete them. Simple as that. So you see how it's organized, these slides. You got a cover slide at the beginning, table of contents to show you how it's organized. Your subject-specific work is color-coded, and you know which subject it is because it'll always say in the top right corner. So you know this is English because it says right there in the top corner. And then you'll also see the final product slides right here. These 2 yellow slides. So you pick the kind of project you want to do for the final product. These are links right here, the red letters, and do your final product work. You would actually link or post it right here on the 14th overall slide. Mr. Long will talk to you more about the expectations for that. And then lastly, a couple glossaries at the very, very end. You already looked at the English one with me, and there's also one with some science vocabulary. All right. I cannot wait to get into it with you and start our full cluster water project.